E aí galera, beleza? Estamos aqui no Fallout 4. E seguinte pessoal, vamos continuar na busca do Sean, tá? Então hoje a gente vai fazer a missão Mentes Perigosas, que é basicamente falar com essa doutora Amari, tá? Já mostrei pra vocês isso no vídeo passado. Mas enfim, a gente vai vir aqui em Good Neighborhood, beleza? Vou colocar um marcador aqui porque eu não conheço essa cidade. E a gente vai viajar pra estação Park Street, que é o local mais próximo que a gente tem de lá, tá? A gente vai ter que caminhar um pouquinho, mas parece que é de boa. Essa mulher vai ajudar a gente a resgatar algumas memórias do Kellogg, que é o cara que a gente matou, que tinha sequestrado o Sean, beleza? Então é isso, galera. Por enquanto eu tô seguindo nessa história, mas a qualquer momento a gente pode mudar aí de missão, fazer algumas missões com a Irmandade de Aço, porque eu sei que a gente viu aquele avião, aquele navio voador lá. A gente tem que contar isso também pro Paladino. Então são uma infinidade de missões, mas a gente vai fazer cada uma delas, beleza? Então é isso, nível 13. Tô quase indo pro nível 14, galera. Falta bem pouco, então vamos nessa. Bora. Imagino que seja pra cá. Exatamente. Vamos nessa, pessoal, bem pertinho. É bem por aqui mesmo. Opa, que susto, velho. Ó, uma galera ali, velho. Ah, não, mano. Ih, rapaz. Susto, velho. Corre. Eu não quero confusão agora não, velho. Na moral. É ali que eu tenho que ir, mano. Que droga, velho. Pior que tá trancado aqui, ó. Já tô até vendo, ó. Rapaz, tem uns malucos vindo aqui, gente. Será que eles são meus amigos? É, eu acho que não, né? Isso não é símbolo de amizade, gente. Que loucura, hein? Tá, vamos ao seguinte. Partiu, correu, hein? Mano, super mutante, fala sério. Como que a gente vai passar aqui? Caraca, pessoal. Não, e o pior é que é uma base que, teoricamente, a gente poderia entrar, velho. Tá cheio de super mutante. Que viagem é essa? Good Neighborhood, chegamos. Super mutante é impossível enfrentar agora, galera. Impossível. Eles são muito fortes. Então não dá mesmo. Mas o importante é a gente conseguiu que entrar na base, então tá tranquilo. Beleza. Ah, aqui o pessoal é de boa.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Como assim?
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Que viagem. What the fuck, gente?
Huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
Mano, você é loucão, hein?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on ya. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Que loucura,
Good
gente.
neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Olha o cara, gente. O cara é loucão, pessoal, no mínimo. Ih, rapaz. Ah, relaxa que eu não vim atrás de vocês, não. Bom, vamos ver, pessoal. Ok, eu tenho que vir aqui, né? Mais pra minha direita e reto. Pessoal aqui não curte muito a galera da Irmandade de Aço, né? Ó, o barco voador. Eles viram por aqui também, né? Covil da memória, vamos lá. Vamos que vamos então.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Nossa, que viagem.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Hey, Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, alright?
Alright, vamos lá então. Vai lá, Nick. E aqui mesmo.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
E aí?
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
E agora?
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Sim.
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
Eita, nós.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Caraca, gente, eu não falei nada que não, nem que sim, né? Foi por conta própria.
Let's see here.
Vamos lá.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
E agora?
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption. And we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm
Vamos ver.
gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Vamos lá.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Vixe,
See
gente.
you on the other side.
Onde que eu tenho que sentar? Aqui. Que loucura, hein, galera? Vamos nessa. Eita, nós.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Beleza, vamos ver.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Nossa, gente, eu que navego aqui, que loucura, velho. E aí?
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Essa? Qual? Me fala qual.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Então eu tenho que ir seguindo isso aqui, velho? Que viagem é essa, mano? Nossa, que doido, velho.
Turn down the goddamn radio. I'm trying to sleep.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she
Nossa.
wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
All 5 states have now signed on.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Bom, aqui eu não posso passar, né? Ah, talvez eu possa sim.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
É, não.
There
Mas estava
appears to be
interessante.
another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There.
Vamos lá, galera. Vamos seguindo aqui.
Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah.
A criança, gente. Não, Mary?
Steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
Que loucura, hein, galera? Esse cara era o bichão, hein?
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Vamos lá, gente. Vamos continuar para a próxima memória, porque por enquanto eu não consegui nada de muito útil, não. Mas eu tô tentando não passar, galera, para vocês verem tudo que a gente pode ver, né? Opa!
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Tá, aqui. Caramba, vocês viram isso, pessoal? Vamos lá. Estamos chegando perto do que a gente quer. Olha aí.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. So, there was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Bom, galera, que a gente pode ver aqui que o cara era contratado para matar pessoas, né?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family.
Olha só.
Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer.
Caraca, velho. Será que essa família era a nossa? Vamos lá, vamos lá. Vamos chegando perto. É aqui mesmo, hein, velho? É aqui mesmo.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Caraca.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're
Bom.
running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact.
Beleza. A gente já sabe como que ele chegou, né? A trabalhar pra esses caras. Cientista?
That's good. Checking through.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a... I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
Opa. Opa. Isso é interessante, galera. Se liga. Olha.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Paciente principal.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to. And
Caraca.
yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
This is the one.
Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
Wait. No, no. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. Big heads never like taking orders from a
Tá.
dirty, contempt.
As memórias aqui são as mesmas, pessoal. Vamos lá. Continua.
They needed me. And I made sure they knew it.
Quem lembra dessa cena, hein?
At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
I just need to confirm.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Tá, vamos seguir, vamos seguir.
Is
Sean?
that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Ok, galera, e agora? Eita, que susto, velho.
It's okay.
Caçador do Instituto.
You're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil.
Ok.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple.
I know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Que isso, mano?
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Tá, ok, vamos sair daqui, galera.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Tudo bem. Pera aí.
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Teletransporte. Bom.
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It's convinced me that I did the right thing. He was a rabid dog, and he needed to be put down.
I suppose I can't fault you for that. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's
Eita
why it
nós,
doesn't make
velho.
sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
Vamos ver.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Eita, como, velho?
How do I
Antirradiação?
fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
Tá.
Oh no, I'm not going there. That's crazy.
And plunging into a dead man's memory wasn't crazy? You've already done the impossible. Who's to say God won't let you do it again?
Galera, vai ser super
Think it
complicado
over
ir
if
pra
you
lá.
have to, but it's the only path I can offer. Through the glowing sea to Virgil. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Tá ok, eu subi para o nível 14, gente. Esse mar reluzente vai ser louco, hein, pessoal. Bom, vamos encontrar então o maluco aqui em cima, primeiramente, o Nick Valentine. Ele deve estar lá em cima, né, que ela falou. Nossa, velho, já até me perdi aqui, calma aí. Por onde que eu vim? Por aqui, né? Tá certo, ó o maluco aqui. E aí, mano?
Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Eita porra, velho.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine. So
Caraca, gente, fiquei com medo, hein? Que loucura, gente.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Ok.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Beleza, pessoal. O Nick vai junto quando a gente for pra esse local, beleza? Bom, deixa eu voltar aqui pra Good Neighbor. E vamos pensar, pessoal. É um local repleto de radiação, mar reluzente. Deve ser longe pra caramba. Vamos ver no mapa onde que é isso, velho, pra começar, né? Bom, seria o mar reluzente. Vamos ver. É lá embaixo, velho. Nossa senhora, velho. Seria louco isso, galera. E, como ela falou, talvez seria melhor até a gente ter um Power Armor antes de ir pra lá, né? Que loucura. Eu acho que eu não vou fazer isso por enquanto, tá, pessoal? Tenho quase certeza que não. Estou vendo aqui, eu não lembro onde eu deixei o Dog Meat, gente. Que loucura. Preciso encontrar ele de novo. Enfim, pessoal, a gente tem... Será que ele ficou na delegacia? Não. Caraca, velho, cadê o Dog Meat? Eu mandei pra cá. Volta lá pro santuário, galera. Bora. Enfim, como eu tava falando, pessoal, eu acho que eu vou deixar mais pra frente essa, porque agora ficou meio complicado. A radiação é um problema, mas a gente tem ainda problemas maiores, que é, sei lá, algum inimigo poderoso que a gente pode enfrentar lá, já que é repleto de radiação, né? Pode ter umas criaturas bizarras por lá. Eu acho que a gente deve consertar essa armadura, a Power Armor, primeiro. Se é que eu vou conseguir consertar ela, né? E tentar ir pra lá com a Power Armor, galera. Senão não vai dar não, né? Vai ser complicado demais. Eu tenho essa Power Armor, tá? Mas ela tá quebrada, gente. Ó. Na verdade, acabei de consertar ela, né, pessoal? Que loucura, hein? Vamos ver.
Always wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Not too shabby.
Só que isso daqui, galera, eu tenho que ver como que tá meu estoque aqui de... Eu nem sei qual é a parada que eu uso pra recuperar, entre aspas, a vida disso daqui, né? E outro detalhe é que eu não tenho a minigun. Seria perfeito se a gente tivesse uma minigun aqui pra ajudar com essa parada, né, gente? Enfim, galera. Eu tenho 7 Rad-X, que ele resiste à radiação, né, temporariamente. E Radio-Away, que diminui 30. Steam Pack eu tenho muito. Legal. Enfim, galera, é isso aí. No próximo vídeo, então, a gente vê o que a gente vai fazer. Não sei se vou pra essa missão agora. Creio que não. Não sei, vamos ver. E é isso aí, galera. Deixem nos comentários o que vocês acham. Eu vou ficando por aqui, tá? Espero que vocês tenham curtido. Se vocês curtiram, deixem um like e um favorito. E a gente se vê na próxima, beleza? Então é isso, pessoal. Um grande abraço, valeu e fui!